Different franchises have moments that people always look back on as something special. Today we're going to be looking at the Jacksonville Jaguars and check out the best moments from their franchise. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification to get alerts when we upload. Without further ado, let's jump to number 10. Number 10. Blake Bortles. The NFL was kind enough to award the Jacksonville Jaguars with the number 3 overall pick, which ended up being Blake Bortles out of UCF. He was the first quarterback taken in the draft, and many Jaguars fans thought that Blake Bortles would be the next face of the franchise. Number 9. Hail Mary. The smallest person on the team had the biggest impact on the game. Glover Quinn thought when he batted down Garrard's 50-yard pass that the Houston Texans won the game. Jags receiver Mike Thomas thought otherwise, securing a last-minute victory 31-24. Number 8. The 59-yarder. The longest field goal in franchise history ended one of the worst consecutive setbacks in franchise history, as the Jaguars beat the Indianapolis Colts 31-28 in October of 2010. It was the third time Josh Scobie, the kicker of the Jacksonville Jaguars, hit a field goal of 50 yards or more. It gave Peyton Manning something to cry about after 2 25-point losses in a row. That was the ultimate revenge game. Number 7. The comeback kid. One of the few amazing performances that Blake Bortles showed in a Jacksonville Jaguars jersey came against the New York Giants. His impressive instinctive decision-making and ball placement led the Jaguars to the biggest comeback win, down 21 points in franchise history against the New York Giants. Number 6. Steelers Jaguars. The win over the Steelers will certainly go down in North Florida history as a defining moment. Doubted for years as a serious team with only 2 playoff appearances in 18 years, both times ending in butt whoopings from New England Patriots. Despite having one of the best defenses in the league and destroying the Steelers at home earlier in the season, they entered the game as underdogs by nearly a touchdown. However, they silenced the crowd in a hurry at Heinz Field, jumping out to a 21-0 lead. While they did let the Steelers battle their way back, they were able to force enough mistakes out of the veteran squad to earn a chance to face off against their old playoff foes next week in the AFC Championship game. They did, however, end up losing to the New England Patriots, but the game against the Steelers was a historic game, and it will go down as one of the best games in franchise history. Number 5. Mark Brunell trade. No question that Mark Brunell played a big role in Jacksonville's early run of success. That wouldn't have been possible without the Jaguars' trade for the quarterback, who was then backing up Brett Favre in Green Bay. Jacksonville gave up 3rd and 5th round draft picks in the deal, which was made the night before the 1995 NFL Draft. Brunell went on to enjoy 3 Pro Bowl seasons with the Jaguars, while leading the team to 4 straight playoff appearances and 2 AFC Championship games. Number 4. The very first win. It took until week 5 of its first season for the Jaguars to notch their first win as a franchise, and they did so in exciting fashion. Trailing the Houston Oilers 16-10 with the final seconds ticking down, Mark Brunell connected with Desmond Howard for a 15-yard touchdown for what proved to be the winning score with 1:03 to play. Howard only played 1 season for Jacksonville after being selected in an expansion draft from the Redskins, but Jags fans will always remember this moment as the franchise's first highlight. Number 3. Mile High victory. Nobody gave the upstart Jaguars a chance in the 1996 playoffs against the AFC's top-seeded Denver Broncos, which seemed destined for a Super Bowl run after going 13-3 during the regular season. Denver jumped to a quick 12-0 lead in the divisional playoff game, but Jacksonville stormed back and scored 23 straight points to take control. Mark Brunell threw a pair of touchdown passes, and Natrone Means ran for 140 yards and a score to pull the upset over the Broncos, who would go on to win the next 2 Super Bowls. Number 2. Wide left. As with most expansion teams, things got off to a slow start for Jacksonville, which finished 4-12 in its first season. But Mark Brunell and co pulled off a remarkable turnaround in 1996, winning their final 5 games of the regular season. In the Jaguars' final regular season game against the Falcons, needing a win to qualify for the playoffs, Atlanta veteran kicker Morton Anderson lined up for what would have been a winning 30-yard field goal in the closing seconds. Make it and the Jags were out. Miss it and they were in. The kick sailed wide left and the Jags were off to their first ever playoff appearance. Number 1. Thrashing the Dolphins. Jacksonville's absolute destruction of the Dan Marino-led Dolphins in the 1999 divisional round was not only one of the NFL's biggest playoff blowouts of all time, it was also the peak of the Jaguars' franchise. The team finished with a 14-2 regular season record, which was good enough for number 1 seed in the AFC playoffs. The powerful Jaguars stomped all over the Dolphins in their playoff opener, jumping to a 41-7 halftime lead before benching starting quarterback Mark Brunell. It wound up being Marino's final NFL game. Let us know in the comments down below which Jacksonville Jaguars moment was your favorite. Make sure you guys leave a like on the video if you guys enjoyed. If you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button for more sports content. As always, we'll see you guys next time.